Hi, I'm Diana Wilson with Jeffco Public Schools Communications Office. I'm here with your Now Boarding Report. So this is just a couple minutes to give you an overview of what our Board of Education in Jefferson County is up to. If you are unaware, we have a 5-person board. They are all elected countywide but live in different parts of the county, representing 5 different districts. Although they are elected positions, it is completely unpaid, so we have 5 people that are very dedicated to public education, looking at all the things happening in our 155 schools, over 86,000 students. So a big job for these guys and a lot to oversee. In December, our Board of Education met with our newly elected state legislators. As you know, in November, there was a big turnover on our state level, and reaching out to them and starting a relationship is important for our board, since a lot of state level legislation affects public education. They also went to a conference that involved Board of Education members from across the state, and while they were there, they had a retreat with the other board members and some staff, and basically reviewed the strategic plan for Jeffco Public Schools. Later on in the month, they had some FaceTime with our Teachers Association. They hear a lot from administration and different programs, but actually having some FaceTime with some school level teachers is important, just to give them some perspective on what's happening in their world and how what the board does affects our teachers. The board also recognized our fall state champions in athletics. We had 6 high schools that earned state championships, everything from cross country to gymnastics, so great job. In December, they heard about the Foster Elementary Dual Language Program, as well as about the 6th grade transition and how it's going, 6th graders moving up to middle school from elementary school. And of course, they had a budget update. They pretty much have a budget update every month, but this will be a more intense job as the mill and the bond voters approved in November will have a big impact on the budget. In January, the board will look at charter renewals. About 10% of our students in Jeffco attend charter schools. These, of course, are still part of Jeffco Public Schools, but they do have a little bit more independence and self-governing, and it's the board's responsibility to look at their performance for the year, look at how students are doing, review the paperwork. The board will also review their legislative platform, review things that they think are a priority and any direction they'd like to provide to state legislators, as well as other community partners and other school districts. Another interesting thing the Board of Education will look at is our fresh and healthy meals part of the strategic plan. We obviously have a lot of school lunches and breakfast served in Jeffco Public Schools. Hearing a little bit about what's happening now, where the funding comes from, what are some projects on the horizon is of interest not only to the board, but many of our students and families. And last but not least, our Board of Education will hear about facilities. In November, our voters passed a big bond. About half of those bonds have been issued. The revenue will start coming in soon, and it is a big job to figure out how to prioritize our projects, how to secure people to actually do those projects, how to allocate our resources within the district to get everything done in a certain time frame. So very exciting work, but also a lot of work, and the board will need to oversee that. As a reminder, don't forget, we have our Enrolled Jeffco system running. All Jeffco families, current and new, we're going to have either a preschool through 12th grader for the 2019-20 school year will have to use Enrolled Jeffco. It's open from January 22nd through February 8th, so just go online to enrolledjeffco.org. Let us know where you're going to be going to school in the fall. Have a great month, and I'll see you next time on Now Boarding.